Good morning, Zio here, and today, Blizzard has competition. 2 new studios have apparently arisen, but yeah, and it's all Activision's fault. So grab yourself some coffee and let's get into it, shall we? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so now. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Leave me a comment, something. Anyway, but yeah, so things have happened recently. The last of the alumni from Blizzard Entertainment, the original peoples, have essentially left. They're no longer part of Blizzard. We never did get around to talking about it, though, so there's not going to be a video on that for me to reference, but, it's a thing that happened, right? And, when it comes to Blizzard Entertainment, it's one of my favorite companies out there, and we talk about it badly often, but usually it's all about, I guess you can say Activision, right? Because I firmly believe that Activision is the issue when it comes to Blizzard Entertainment. It used to be a great company. It used to be, a gaming studio that actually cared about gaming, cared about the gamers, were gamers themselves. And now it's been corporatized because that's what Activision wants. And everything is for the shareholders. And they're pushing things out whether they're ready or not. And you can see several of the recent endeavors where everything just sort of fell apart from connection issues to other things. Like, for instance, Warcraft Reforged, my bad. Where they had to, even doing their championships, their esports thing, it messed up so bad that it seriously cost people wins. People who had the upper hand mid-game and stuff was probably going to win the game, and then it disconnect, and then disconnect on the second one, and then they have to swap back to the old graphics style because there's an issue with the new upgraded stuff, and promising this and then delivering that and all this other stuff. So Activision has been an issue, and, there's other people from Blizzard who have already left long ago, like what we're looking at on screen here, who's currently developing a different game, which, I'm kind of excited for, which is, Ember here. Is that how you say it, Ember? Anyway, it's sort of this kaiju mech Monster Hunter MMO style game that looks like it might be a lot of fun to get into and play. We're seeing good things out of past Blizzard employees as it is. But Mike Morhaime, has gone, and he is now kicking up a brand new studio, and has announced Dreamhaven. Whether or not it's going to be the Blizzard killer, that's a completely different thing. But, you've got a bunch of people from Blizzard who, loved Blizzard when Blizzard was really Blizzard years ago before Activision came in back during the Wrath of the Lich King days, which, was when things started to change. But, a whole bunch of Blizzard vets, including the former CEO, Mike Morhaime, have started a new video game company free of Activision. Many had left because Activision's growing influence on Blizzard's culture and progress, and we have seen it in the games. We have seen story after story after story of how Blizzard, handles things, They may not have been completely the best competitive wage-wise back in the day, but, people were taken care of. Developers were treated properly, and people who did want to go to work for Blizzard went to Blizzard because of the Blizzard name. They grew up with these games. They loved these games. They played Warcraft. They played Warcraft 2. They played Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft, Diablo 2. And they grew up with these games. They loved these games. They went to work for Blizzard because they wanted to contribute to those games, even if it wasn't exactly as competitive as maybe somebody like Ubisoft or something, right? Or EA. But in this day and age where Activision's completely corporatized it, has diminished benefits and everything else like that, that no longer flies. It's no longer, a highlight to say, oh, I work for Blizzard Entertainment. It's more like, I spent a year over at Blizzard. when it comes down to things, in my opinion, of course. But Activision mandate for Blizzard had become to cut costs and production and produce more games, which turned off a lot of vet staff. For context, here's some information on it, of course. And we've talked about those things in the past, right? But yeah, welcome to Dreamhaven. Dreamhaven is a new studio launched by veterans, a lot of veterans, by the way. A good chunk of their staff is Blizzard employee or ex-Blizzard employees, and they are looking to get more people in. But Dreamhaven announced its first two studios, Moonshot Games and Secret Door. Mike Morhaime, former CEO and co-founder of Blizzard Entertainment, and a host of industry veterans today announced Dreamhaven. They will their new game company based in Irvine, California. Every time I say Irvine, I always think Texas. I guess because I spent time in Irvine, Texas. Anyway, Dreamhaven will create and publish original games for players around the world and has established its first two studios, Moonshot and Secret Door. I'm excited to team up with such talented people who care deeply about games and their communities, said Dreamhaven CEO Mike Morhaime. I've always believed in the power of games to bring people together, regardless of backgrounds and boundaries. With Dreamhaven, we look forward to creating and sharing new experiences with players everywhere. The team at Dreamhaven came together around a common goal to empower creators and help bring their ideas to life and create original gaming experiences that foster meaningful connections between players. And if they handle this like they did old Blizzard, I think they're going to knock it out of the park, to be honest. And once we start getting some quality things, because there was things that you always could count on Blizzard, right? It was the Blizzard quality. There's a thing that it's a joke that Blizzard will release it when it's ready, right? They never really gave us a definitive release date for years upon years until maybe Activision came into the picture, of course. They didn't give us an actual release date on something saying that it's going to show up at whatever date on this time. It's going to be done, and it's done. It was coming soon, right? That was the tagline. You got the trailer for what World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, or whatever, and it's like coming soon or something like that, or it'd be done when it's done, kind of deal. Because we knew these things took time. Blizzard took a lot of time to do things. There was a lot of good quality control. There was a lot of development time in between things and stuff, to where it took a while, right? And when you got a good quality polished game. And now we're looking at what, World of Warcraft or Warcraft 3 Reforged, right? A broken product that wasn't that big of an advancement over the last one, and you're pretty much buying it for a mount for World of Warcraft at that point. You've got several of the expansions from World of Warcraft that were just straight up duds. What was it, Warlords of Draenor? Where they're like, oh yeah, we're giving you player housing, and then you get the garrison system, which is not player housing, and it had barely of any customization. Don't even start. And now I can see somebody right now go, the garrisons were fully customizable. You could do all this. Yeah, I got it. I could put in a tailoring depot or an enchanting area or a scribe thing in my garrison, and then somebody else can put engineering or blacksmithing or something else like that in their garrison. And technically it's two different things, but the garrison is in a whole the exact same thing everywhere. And then I could just swap it out if I really wanted to, right? I needed that other thing. All right, well, we're going to demolish that, rebuild the other thing, because I've decided I want to make goblin gliders or something, right? And it was the same thing. It was nothing new. You go into somebody else's garrison, the only difference is some of the buildings there and maybe the statue they have up all around the place. And, then, since then, of course, they've never tackled housing, which is a shame. And then if you bring it up, everyone's like, well, the garrisons were a thing and you hated that. That's not the same thing. Anyway, Blizzard. Yeah. So Blizzard's been fumbling the ball a lot lately. You've had Bungie getting away from their contract with Activision and everything, taking Destiny on its own thing, Destiny 2 on its own thing, and changing up that. Activision breathing down everybody's neck, going, it's got to be for the shareholders. So to see something like this just brings a nice light to my heart, I guess. It gives me the fuzzies. It's kind of cool. I can't wait to see what comes out of these. But Moonshot Games is led by Jason I can't say the name. Dustin Browder and Ben Thomas. Jason was previously an executive producer at Blizzard Entertainment, where he led the Hearthstone team, senior director at Electronic Arts, and before that led art teams for the Walt Disney Company game design. Browder's 25-year career included roles as game director on StarCraft II, Heroes of the Storm, Command & Conquer, I love me some Command & Conquer, and The Lord of the Rings. Thompson's credits include creative director on Hearthstone, art director for World of Warcraft trading card game, with additional credits on Dungeons & Dragons and Magic the Gathering. Dungeons & Dragons and Magic the Gathering. Moonshot is also home to a team of seasoned developers who collectively work on some of the game's most popular franchises. Dreamhaven has assembled some amazing people, folks who truly share our values, and we're really excited to begin their next adventure together, said Moonshot studio head Jason. Though it is very early days, when we think about Moonshot, we imagined a studio that celebrated curiosity and courage. We aspire to be bold in our approach, and we think the best way to do that is to create a cultural centered around trust. That at the heart of how we'll like to work together, and how we'd like to connect with people once we're a bit further down the road. And then we'll take a look at Secret Door here. Secret Door is led by Chris, Alan, and Eric, who worked on multiple genre-defining games. Chris' roles had included an executive producer on Hearthstone, StarCraft II, and Heroes of the Storm, as well as the lead producer of the original Warcraft 3. Eric was the original game director of Hearthstone and a veteran game designer of World of Warcraft and StarCraft. And Alan had fulfilled both technical director and game director roles, and has worked on Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, Heroes of the Storm. They are joined by a team of highly talented developers with extensive industry experience, and are beginning to experience new game experiences together. The amount of game development and publishing experience at Dreamhaven, combined with the camaraderie between our studios, is already providing an unparalleled environment for creative collaboration, said Secret Door's head, Chris. At Secret Door, we are passionate about bringing players together in positive ways while building a sustainable home for creators. Dreamhaven is providing everything we need to head into uncharted territory. We cannot wait for others to join us on our journey. And you know what? Sounds fantastic. Not gonna lie. This could be the thing that, the new Blizzard, I guess you could say. Blizzard's always going to have the Warcraft franchise. It's going to always have StarCraft and Diablo. So what they come up with, unless it's somehow a killer to those franchises, Blizzard's still going to have people who are going to play. Like, my first love, I always go back to it regardless. I was able to stay away for a good amount of time because, I took that break for the Blitzchung thing and stuff. But, I always go back to it, right? World of Warcraft always has held a place in my heart regardless. I'm not going to beat around the bush and try and claim or, push some kind of fake bravado or anything. It's like, I'd never play that anymore because I hate Blizzard so much. No, I hate Blizzard, what Blizzard has become. I hate Activision, but at the same time, I still love some of their games. And, it's really hard to stop, that sort of thing. So unless they come up with some things that sort of kill the current franchises that are big right now, like World of Warcraft or Diablo 3, when it comes, or I'm sorry, Diablo 4 when it comes out. Diablo 3 isn't hard to, there's better things than that out there. Anyway, and Heroes of the Storm has essentially been trashed at this point in the time. It's on the back burner of things, so there's nothing really to compete with that. Blizzard's big things right now, I think, are StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft, and Hearthstone. Those are their big things. Oh, and Overwatch. I forget Overwatch exists. Anyway, those are their big things right now. But to see what Dreamhaven comes up with, I'm waiting with anticipation to see what it is they do, what they decide to go with. And hey, if you're a developer looking for something that's somewhat like Blizzard, or at least ran like old Blizzard, Dreamhaven might be the place for you. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya! Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.